Activities that involve segmenting sounds in words, such as Elkonin boxes, help children to build phonemic awareness. In this classroom, students are moving tokens into boxes to help them segment the sounds within words.
The lesson you're going to see me do with the small group of kids today is going to be stretching and segmenting sounds. So first you're going to see them use a physical model and try and figure out how many sounds that they're hearing as they work. And then later on it'll progress to where you will see them trying to connect those sounds to letters. Stretching words out is where we take the sounds and we slow them down. And we do that for the students to model it to them first. And then we start to segment the sound. So for example, if I did the word fin, I would say f, and they would listen to those sounds and determine how many sounds there were. So they would say f, and know that there are 3 sounds in that word. We're going to try and listen for sounds in some words today. The amount of sounds you hear are going to be used. We're going to use this box to help us with the amount of sounds we hear, okay? So first I'm going to show you. If I had the word fin, I'm going to put this star on the left so I know I need to start here because I go from left to what?
Right.
Right. So I'm going to start here. That way I know this is my first box when I'm looking at it from me. If I put it this way for you, it would start here. And I'm going to try and figure out how many sounds are in this word here. What is this arrow pointing to?
The fin.
The fin. Oh, I heard fish. But what is the arrow pointing to on the fish?
Fin. Yes.
Fin. Okay, so first I'm going to say fin. I'm going to stretch those sounds out so I can see how many I hear. Fin. You try that. Now we're going to take those sounds and we're going to segment them or make them smaller, like this. Let's listen to that beginning sound. Then it goes So I'm going to put some of these counters down, and I'm going to put one down for each sound that I hear. Ready? How many sounds do I have in that word?
3.
3 sounds in that word. I'm going to ask you to try the same thing. Remember, the star goes on the left. Okay, ready? Let's do our sounds. Drag it to the first sound box. Good. The last sound we hear is How many sounds do you have, Zion? How many counters are there? Count them.
1, 2, 3.
So there are how many sounds in the word fin?
3.
3 sounds in the word fin. Very good. When they know that there are 3 sounds, then they can concentrate and isolate those specific segmented sounds when they can see it on that physical model. So they know that there are 3 sounds within that word. It may not necessarily be 3 letters, but they'll remember what sounds need to be put into its place because of that physical model. What is this man doing?
Sitting.
Sit. Say sit.
Sit.
Okay, now stretch out the sounds you hear in sit. First with your words. Let me hear.
It.
Okay, now use your counters.
It.
Then they're going to try and connect those sounds to a letter that represents that sound. So if they are hearing the f first and they know that that beginning sound is f, then they're going to look and try and figure out what letter represents that sound f and no f. So then they can put an f down. We are going to now try and connect the letters that belong with those sounds. So we know we have 3 sounds, but now we need to figure out what letters go in that place. So I have some letters here for you friends to pick. We are looking for the letters that belong in the word sit. I don't want you to take the same things you see your friends taking. I want you to know that those sounds represent there's a letter that represents that sound. So I want you to try and figure out which letter belongs to that sound and build your word. So how many letters are you going to need?
3.
3. Okay. Go ahead and get the 3 you think you need. What letter does this make? What sound does this letter make? And let's do the sounds we hear and put those letters in. Ready? The first sound is S. Everyone's, what's the first sound?
S.
What's the sound? S. So put that letter that you think sounds like S in that first spot. Okay, next sound. What is the next sound? We said S.
E.
What letter do you think is I? What sound? What sound is that? Put it down. Now, Lena, I heard you say a sound. What sound did you say? And when we say does that sound? Let's do that. Let's stretch that word out. Say it the way you would. Ready? S. Oh, you said I. Is that the same as What do you think that is? Do you think that's the right letter, though? No? Do you need to make a trade? What would you like to trade with? Okay. And last sound is what?
T.
So put it down. Segmenting helps students as writers to become independent writers. So the more that they practice with this physical model and the more that they see that sounds are connected to letters, then when they go into writing independently, they feel more confident and they are able to build on their writing skills and they're more apt to take risks. Ready? Here's your word.
Pig.
What is it?
Pig.
All right, let's stretch those sounds out. Let me hear.
Egg.
All right, I'm going to let you get your letters again and build your word by yourself.
Where is it? P. 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 No, I have 7. Who moved it? Egg.
A lot of times I find that students are nervous and only want to use high-frequency words that they know for sure they're spelled this way, and they're not willing to step out and try and spell things independently. So here it gives them a physical model to practice with, gain independence and confidence, and then they can go and apply that independently.
Learn more at literacyessentials.org.